Hi folks. This video is a message to the good people of Nippon, the land of the rising sun. Nihonkoku, Japan. They're coming after you. They certainly are. They're coming to destroy your culture. Who am I talking about?
Beware, beware, liberalism from the USA is coming.
That's right. Liberalism from these here United States of America destroyed the culture in this country, and now they're slithering across the Pacific into Nihon. There was recent rallies in Japan and one or two more scheduled further in Japan on certain lives matter. It's an emotional issue, and those lives do matter. So says they. Yeah! It's an issue here in the United States that they're dragging across the Pacific into Japan, which Japan has nothing to do with it. So why are they dragging that into Japan? Liberalism. They destroyed the USA, now they're out to get you. I urge you good people in Japan, hello! Do not attend the rallies. Allow me to explain. Liberalism acts on the basis of what's known as incrementalism. You give them a little more, little more, little more. Like the old story about the camel who stuck his head in the tent to get out of the weather. Come the next morning, the whole body was in the tent. The whole camel. One time in the United States, and I guess around the world, when you flew on an airplane, a passenger plane, you were allowed to smoke. Then the liberal says, wait a minute, I don't want to smell that smoke. Segregate the smokers to the back. So that's what they did. Later on, wait a minute, I can still smell it up front. Throw the smokers off. No smoking allowed on the plane. So now no smoking's allowed on the plane. No smoking's allowed in the airport. No smoking's allowed almost anywhere in the United States. Even in some homes, people complain, you're smoking, cut it out. Yeah. Incrementalism. Today they're playing on the emotions of the people in Japan about what's happening here in the United States. We need to rally, we need to march, we need to show our support for those certain lives that matter in the United States. In Japan you need to do that, right? Incrementalism. Today's those certain lives that matter. Once they succeed in grabbing a hold of your emotions, once they have it, they'll move on to the next level. The next level, remember now, these are the people that destroyed the United States. So now the United States presence in Japan needs to be destroyed. Huh? How are they going to do that? They're going to resurrect what happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and you hate the United States today for that. Any vestiges of America in Japan must be marginalized, taken down, and or destroyed. Let's march on the U.S. Embassy, not the Chinese Embassy, which is discriminating against Africans who are in China. Forget about it. It's the United States, because of what happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So now they really got your emotions. So now you move on to the next level. And that next level is, well, we'll find fault with the royal family. They'll find something for you to dislike the royal family and demand that statues and monuments be marginalized, hidden, or taken down, such as they're doing here in the United States with historical monuments. Then they'll move on to the samurais. There's a reason they're going to find for you to dislike the samurais for something that happened 2,000 years ago. And they'll continue. And they'll continue. And you'll wake up one morning and your culture is utterly destroyed. When I was a child in the 1950s, no one ever thought the Soviet Union would collapse. No one ever thought that the Berlin Wall would come down. And sure enough, 40 years later, both have disappeared. No one ever thought the Japanese culture would be destroyed. No one ever thought that the Japanese culture will be watered down. 40 years from now, could we say the same thing? We can't say the same thing if today you reject wholeheartedly, totally, this nonsense coming from the United States liberalism. Oh sure, let those certain lives matters rally and march in Japan, but do not attend them. Do not give them bodies into their rallies. You want to do something during those rallies? Get married and produce children for Japan. That's what you'll do. You'll reinforce your culture, your society, by ignoring those certain lives matter rallies in Japan, which has no place there, and by contributing to the population growth in your country. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the nation you happen to be. And God bless our good friends and trusted allies in the land of the rising sun, Nihonkoku, Japan. Nippon. See ya.